Good day, class. This is the last topic of our lecture on the electrical transient response. So we have here the RLC circuit. This RLC circuit composed of these components, the resistor R, inductor L, and then capacitor C. Then for the general voltage equation of this circuit, we have here V is equal to VR plus VL plus VC, because we know that if they are series connected, yung summation ng voltage across sa R natin, voltage across sa L natin, and voltage across sa C natin is equal to our voltage source V. So that is given by this equation. And in our previous lesson, we know that the voltage across our R, so this one, the voltage across our R is given by R times I. Then for the voltage across our L, that is given by L di over dt. And for the voltage across our capacitor naman, that is 1 over C, the integral of I dt. Then, we have here the auxiliary equation. So, this will be our equation for us to be able to solve for the roots na magiging deciding factor natin later on para ma-identify kung anong case yung gagamitin natin sa pag-compute ng ating instantaneous current. Okay? So, we have here m squared plus r over lm plus 1 over lc equals to 0. And we notice that this is in the form of a quadratic equation. So we have ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So kung titignan natin, yung a natin from this auxiliary equation is equal to 1. Then this will be our b. Okay, this is our B. Then, this one is our C. So, ito yung magiging auxiliary equation natin. Again, nagagamitin natin later on. Okay? So, let's proceed to our case number 1. Okay? So, for case number 1, we have here overdamp. So, ma-identify natin siya as overdamp. Overdamp kapag yung roots niya ng ating auxiliary equation are real and distinct. So, ibig sabihin, hindi siya imaginary. Okay? So, again, roots kasi nasa quadratic equation tayo. Ibig sabihin, dalawa yung makukuha natin na roots. Or, that is given by this, b squared minus 4ac is greater than. Kapag greater than siya, greater than 0, that is considered as case number 1 or overdamp. So, this is what we call the discriminant. So, kung yung discriminant niya, is greater than 0, therefore, overdamp siya. Or since we are in the RLC circuit, alam natin kanina na si B is equal to R over L. Then, we know that si A is equal to 1 and C is equal to 1 over LC. Then, kapag isubstitute natin dito, B squared, that is already R over L squared minus 4. Since A is just 1, so, di na natin kinonsider. That is 1 over LC, CC, that is greater than 0, then that is overdamp. So, kapag na-identify na natin na overdamp siya, ito na yung magiging equation natin sa pagkuha ng ating instantaneous current na I. That is C1. So, constant lang to. C1 e raised to negative 1 ay M1T plus C sub 2 e raised to M sub 2T. So, C1 and C2 are just constants. So, constants lang to. And then, si M1 naman and M2 are the roots. Okay? So, yan na yung magiging equation natin for the formula para makuha natin si instantaneous current I. Then, the second one naman, si case number 2, critically damped naman siya kapag si discriminant natin is equal to 0 or yung roots natin, yung roots natin na nakuha from the auxiliary equation are repeated. Ibig sabihin, same lang si root 1 tsaka si root 2. So, again, sinubstitute lang natin dito. We know that B is equal to R over L squared. Then, for A is 1, C is 1 over LC. So, kapag equals to 0 siya, that is critically damped. And another way of getting the roots, may na-derive na tong equation. So, makukuha natin itong root na to, since repeated lang naman siya, M is equal to negative R over 2L. Or pwede naman tayong gumamit ng quadratic formula later on. So, kapag yan yung case naman, ito yung magiging equation natin para dito. So, mapansin natin, M lang yon, wala nang subscript. Since si M naman is repeated. Okay? Then, for the last case, that is underdamped. Okay? Underdamped naman kapag yung roots natin has real and imaginary part. So, for example, in our complex form, that is Z is equal to A plus BI. So, ito yung real part. Then, this one is the imaginary part. So, kapag yan yung roots niya, therefore, this is considered case number 3 or that is underdamped. So, pwede din na kapag yung discriminant is less than 0, so we can also say that that is underdamped. So, sinubstitute lang ulit yung value ng B, A, and C dito. Then, yan, yung magiging formula natin for I is this one. And for the beta and alpha there, ito yung magiging equation natin. Okay? So, there are only 3 cases para mag-solve tayo ng instantaneous current I. Then, for the rate of change of current naman, that is at T is equal to 0 and I is equal to 0, yung di over dt natin, or the change of current with respect to time, that is equal to V, the voltage source. So, again, there is plus, minus there, V sub 0 over L, wherein our V sub 0 is, that is the initial charge in columns, Q's of O, over C, capacitance natin. Again, yung plus and minus doon, plus kapag discharging yung capacitor natin, and minus naman kapag charging yung capacitor natin. Alright? So, that is the, these are the 3 cases for in getting the instantaneous current in our RLC circuit. So, let's have example number 1. So, a series RLC circuit has R is equal to 200 ohms, inductance 0.1 Henry, and capacitance 10 microfarad. A 200 volt DC source is connected across the N terminals of the series circuit at T is equal to 0. Determine the current after 1 millisecond. So, let's identify I at T is equal to 1 millisecond. So, yan yung tinatanong ng ating problem. So, again, I yung tinatanong, kaya bago tayo mag-proceed, kasi diba we have 3 formulas for I, for the RLC circuit. Since may tatlo yon, una muna is kailangan muna nating ma-identify whether case 1, 2, or 3 etong problem na to. So, yung deciding factor natin doon is si roots, tama? Or that is M. So, una, let us identify kung anong case. So, from that, let us first solve for the roots ng ating auxiliary equation. Diba? Ano na root yung ating auxiliary equation? That is M squared plus R over LM plus C 1 over LC. 1 over LC equals to 0. Okay, so ito yung auxiliary equation natin. And di ba kapag nagsosolve tayo ng roots ng isang quadratic equation, gumagamit tayo ng ating quadratic formula. So di ba dun sa sa Eng-10 natin sa pre-calculus, si quadratic formula is given by, di ba x kasi yung gamit natin dun eh. So that is negative b plus minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So, palitan lang lahat natin itong b, a, and c natin ng mga to. Kasi we know that a is equal to 1. So, a is equal to 1. Ito yung b natin. Tsaka ito yung c natin. So, gagamitin natin itong quadratic formula sa pagkuha ng ating roots. Okay? So, gawin natin yon. Therefore, kapag nasa RLC circuit tayo, yung root natin is m. Tama? So, our m now, i-adapt lang natin yung quadratic formula from our, pre-calculus. So, m is equal to, so that is, negative b. So, negative. Ano na yung b natin? That is r over l. So, r over l. Then, plus minus. So, plus minus the square root of, that is b. So, ano na si b? Again, r over l. So, r over l squared. And then, minus. So, minus 4. A is 1. So, 1. Then, c is 1 over LC. Okay? Then, all over. So, all over 2. So, ito na yung formula natin sa pagkuha ng roots ng ating auxiliary equation. So, yon. So, since R, L, and C are given by, ano na yung R natin? Our R is equal to 200 ohms. Our C is equal to 10 microfarad. And our L is equal to 0.1 Henry. So, itong mga values na to, substitute lang natin sa ating quadratic formula. So, that is equal to, so, negative, okay? Negative R, so ano yung R natin? 200 over, si L natin is 0.1 Henry. So, that is 0.1. Then, plus minus the square root of, yan, R over L. So, ano si R? 200 over L 0.1 squared minus 4. So, hayaan na natin si 1 doon. Then, 1 over, so, wait lang. So, 1 over L is 0.1. Then, si C natin is 10 micro. So, 10 times 10 raised to negative 6. So, yan. Then, all over 2. Then, if we compute that one, si M natin is equal to, ilan? Our M is dalawang negative 1,000. Kung kinompute natin, ito. Ibig sabihin, again, nasa quadratic tayo, dalawa yung root niya. Ibig sabihin nito, si M1 is equal to M2. So, ano yung magiging case natin dyan? So, that is case number 1. So, kung balikan natin yon, sabi ni case number 1, so, the roots. So, yan, roots of auxiliary equation are real. Ay, mali, sorry. Case number 2 pala. So, palitan lang natin yon kasi repeated, sorry. So, case number 2. So, sabi dun sa case number 2 is, roots of auxiliary equation are repeated. So, ito yung kukunin natin na formula para sa ating pag-compute ng ating I. Okay? So, that is case number 2. Alright? Since na-identify na natin that is case number 2, ano na ulit yung case number 2 natin? That is critically damp. Okay? So, for that critically damp, alam natin na yung formula ng ating I is equal to, that is C1 plus C2, then E raised to MT. So, linabas ko lang yung common factor na E raised to MT dun sa equation natin. So, ito na yung working equation natin para sa tinatanong na I at a certain time 1 millisecond. Okay? So, paano? So, di naman natin agad-agad makukuha si I kasi kung titignan natin, di pa natin alam kung ano yung C1, yung dalawang constant natin. Then, we don't know yet yung dalawa na yan. So, from that, substitute muna natin kasi alam na natin si M is equal to negative 1,000. Okay? So, substitute natin si M dito. Magiging I is equal to C1 plus C2. Then, may T pala to. Nakalimutan ko. T. So, T. Then, E raised to, substitute natin si M dyan. Negative 1,000 T. Okay? So, ito na yung magiging equation 1 natin. Equation number 1. So, ngayon, paano natin masosolve si C1 tsaka C2? So, start tayo dun sa idea na kapag yung time natin is 0, yung I pa lang natin is equal to 0 ampere. Tama? So, kapag yan yung case, isubstitute natin yung I as 0 sa equation 1. That will be 0 is equal to C1 plus C2. Then, T doon. So, magiging 0. And then, naka-raise si E ng negative 1,000. Then, T is 0. So, we know that if this is 0, so kung 0 yan, we know that E raised to 0 is equal to 1. So, 1 na lang tong buo na to. So, yung matitira, so this one also is 0. So, 0 din yan. Ibig sabihin, yung natira na lang is, so 0 yan is equal to C1. So, parang plus 0 and then parang multiplied by 1. Ganyan siya. Simply, that is now C1 is equal to 0. So, nakuha na natin si C1 tsaka C1 pa lang yung nakuha natin. So, therefore, si I, kung i-rewrite natin yung equation 1, I is equal to C1, 0. So, magiging C2 na lang. So, C2, T, then E raised to negative 1,000 T. So, this one now will be our equation number 2. Okay? So, equation number 2. So, next naman, kukunin natin yung derivative ng ating equation number 2. So, from that, si I natin is given na dito. So, kunin natin si DI over DT. So, ano nga ba yung derivative ng C2 T e raised to negative 1,000 T? We know that C2 again is just constant. So, pwede natin siyang ilabas. So, C2. Then, etong portion na yan, that is a product. No? So, parang yung sa, sa differential calculus natin, that is the derivative ng ating U and V, wherein U and V is a function of X. Tama? So, ano ba yung derivative ng ating product rule sa rules of derivatives natin? So, that is U. So, u natin is si t. U dv. So, u derivative ng e raised to negative 1,000 t natin is derivative ng exponent negative 1,000. Then, copy natin si e raised to negative 1,000 t. And then, plus. Since product rule natin, plus naman, i-copy natin si negative 1,000 t. Then, derivative ng ating t is just 1 with respect to time. Okay? So, simplify lang natin. So, this one now is equal to C2. Then, this is, ano na to? Negative 1,000 t e raised to negative 1,000 t plus e raised to negative 1,000 t. So, ito na si di tsaka dt natin. So, yan. Okay. So, yung goal natin dito is makompute yung ating C2. Okay? Pero di natin alam kung ano yung di over dt. So, doon naman, alam natin na at t is equal to 0, wala pang charge. So, si Q of O is equal to 0 pa. Then, dun sa formula natin na si di over dt is equal to v plus minus v of 0 over si L. So, since we know that Q of 0 is 0, then, magiging si VO is equal to 0. Kasi nga, yung formula ng VO natin is equal to Q of O over C. So, matik na kapag 0 na si Q of O, 0 na rin si V of O. So, eto na is, that is equal to 0. So, yung matitira na lang sa ating di over dt is equal to V over our L. So, what is then V? Yung V natin is 100 volts over si L is 0.1 Henry. So, therefore, si di over dt natin is equal now to 1,000. So, unit of measurement is ampere per second. So, may value na tayo ni di over dt. So, etong 1,000, substitute na natin doon sa ating equation na to. So, substitute natin, that is 1,000 is equal to, so pattern lang natin dito, C2, okay? Then, that is negative 1,000. So, what is T? So, at T 0, so 0. Then, e raised to negative 1,000, t is 0, plus e raised to negative 1,000, another t, 0. So, what is then cis of 2? So, kung titignan natin siya, so, si e raised to 0 is already 1. So, eto, e raised to 0, that is 1. Another e raised to 0, that is 1. So, yan na tayo. Therefore, si 1,000, wait lang. So, 1,000 now is equal to, ba't may 1,000 dito? Ay, ito din. Cancel na to. Ito kasi 0 times negative 1,000. So, that is also 0. So, si C2 na is equal to 1,000. So, yan. Nakuha na natin si C2. So, nasolve na natin si C2. Tsaka si, wait lang. C2 tsaka si C1 kanina. So, therefore, yung equation na lang natin ng ating I. So, sa equation 2 tayo. Therefore, si I na lang, ibalam natin na si equation 2 is I is equal to, ano na yon? Ito, C2 t e raised to negative 1,000 t. So, C2T e raised to negative 1000t. So, ito yung equation 2 natin kanina. Yung gagawin lang natin is substitute na natin si C2 dito. So, that is now I is equal to C2 is 1000 and then T natin, so T e raised to negative 1000t. So, ito na yung equation natin. So, kung titignan natin, masolve na natin si I if we have T. So, tama dun sa naging requirement ng problem na to na isolve natin si I at T is equal to 1 millisecond. So, gawin natin yon. So, solve for I at T is equal to 1 millisecond. So, ito na yung gagamitin natin. So, solving for I now is equal to 1000. Then, T is 1 millisecond. So, that is 1 times 10 raised to negative 3. E raised to negative 1000. Then, that is 1 times 10 raised to negative 3. So, let us solve for I. So, therefore, si I now is 0.3679 ampere. So, ito yung tinatanong sa problem na to. So, I is 0.3679. Okay? So, that is for problem number 1. Alright. So, let's proceed to another one. Number 2. A series RLC has R is equal to, so we are given R is equal to 1 kilo ohms, L is equal to 1 Henry, and C is equal to 6.25 microfarad. A 48 volts, so V is equal to 48 volts. Source is suddenly connected across the series circuit at T is equal to 0. Determine the current after 2 milliseconds. So, ito naman yung unknown. Current after 2 milliseconds. So, I is unknown at T is equal to 1 millisecond. Assume the no initial charge in the capacitor. So, again, hindi pa natin alam kung anong case siya since ay yung tinatanong. Una muna is isolve natin yung roots natin, which is the magiging deciding factor natin kung anong case at kung anong gagamitin nating formula for our I. So, yun. Solve for the roots. Okay? Again, we will be using the quadratic formula. So, solve for the roots. We have M is equal to negative B. So, negative B, si B natin is R over L plus minus the square root of B squared. So, B squared R over L squared minus 4AC. A is 1, then C is 1 over LC. So, again, yung basis ko dito is si auxiliary equation, ha? So, yan. Then, all over 2. So, let us substitute. So, is equal to, si negative R natin, negative R is 1 kilo. So, 1 times 10 raised to 3 over L is 1 plus minus the square root of R natin, that is 1 times 10 raised to 3 over 1, then squared, minus 4. So, 1 all over, that is L is 1, then C is 6.25 micro. So, times 10 raised to 6. So, yan. Then, over 2. Then, if we compute that one, magiging negative 1,000, since 1 times 10 raised to 3. Then, plus minus, yung equivalent niyan is 600, then all over 2. So, again, dalawa yung makukuha natin. There's plus minus there. So, M1 is equal to negative 1,000 plus 600 over 2. Then si M2 is equal to negative 1,000 minus 600 over 2. So, yung makukuha natin dyan, so if we compute that one, negative 1,000 plus 600 divided by 2, that is negative 200. Then, for this one, negative 1,000 minus 600 divided by 2 is negative 800. So, nakakuha na tayo ng roots. At sa anong case ito nabilong? So, since dalawang roots and real siya and distinct, therefore, this is case. Ito na yung case number 1 natin. Or, that is, ano yung case number 1 natin? That is over-dump. Over-dump. Okay? So, since alam na natin kung anong case siya, alam na din natin kung ano yung magiging formula natin for our I. So, tignan natin yung case 1. So, ano yung formula? So, ito yung gagamitin natin in solving our current I. So, balikan natin yon. Ay, dito na. So, yan. So, yung formula natin for I, for case number 1 is, that is C sub 1, e raised to negative, m1t, then plus C2, e raised to m2t. Okay? So, substitute lang natin yung dalawang values, si m1, ito, m1 tsaka m2 natin. So, si I now is equal to C1, e raised to, sige, m1 is negative 2,000. So, sinubstitute na natin t plus c2 e raised to m2 is negative 800. Then, we have t. So, nasubstitute na natin siya. Ito naman yung magiging equation 1 natin. Okay? Again, yung kinukuha is si I at a certain time. So, bago natin makuha yon, kailangan muna nating i-identify kung ano yung C1 tsaka C2. So, let's have the scenario na kapag at t is equal to 0, yung I natin is also equals to 0. So, ito, substitute natin sa equation number 1. So, pattern natin, I is 0, is equal to C1, di natin alam. Then, e raised to negative 200. Then, our t is also 0. So, sige, palitan ko lang to para alam natin yung na-substitute. Then, next is plus. C2 is, di natin alam, e raised to negative 800. Then, another t as our 0. Then, from that, we have negative 200 times 0 is 0. So, e raised to 0 is equivalent to 1. Then, also for this one, e raised to 0 is equivalent to 1. Therefore, yung natira na lang is 0 is equal to C1 plus C2. Or, we can say that C2 is just the negative of C1. Okay? So, since alam natin that C2 is equal to negative C1, i-reduce natin yung ating equation 1 na C1 na lang yung kailangan nating isolve. So, let's do that. So, si I is equal to C1. So, copy C1, e raised to negative 200t, then plus. Plus, C2 is negative C1. So, palitan ko na lang to ng minus C1. Then, e raised to negative 800t. So, this one now will be our equation number 2. So, mapapansin natin, C1 na lang yung natira. So, para ma-solve natin si C1, let's get the derivative of I. So, di over dt equals to, so this is a sum So, pwede natin kunin yung derivative separately, ay subtraction, ika. So, get the derivative of the first term, C1 e raised to negative 200t. So, C1, copy lang natin. I know, that is C1. So, tama, C1. Then, derivative of e raised to negative 200t is get the derivative of the exponent. Derivative of negative 200t with respect to t is negative 200. Then, copy C, e raised to negative 200t. Then, minus. So, C1, pwede nating ilabas yan since constant naman. Get the derivative of e raised to negative 800t. Derivative of the exponent is negative 800. And then, copy e raised to negative 800t. So, di ko na dinetailed yan kasi na-discuss nyo na to in your differential calculus in getting the derivative. Okay? So, let us simplify si di over dt natin. So, this is negative 200 C1 e raised to negative 200t. Then, negative, so plus 800 C1 e raised to negative 800t. So, para makakuha tayo ng value ni di over dt, alam natin na si t is equal to 0, yung q's of 0 natin is also equal to 0. Then, from our formula, magiging formula na lang ng di over dt natin is equal to v over L. Kasi si v's of 0 na natin is equal to 0. Okay? So, that is now equal to v. Ano na yung v natin? 48 volts over si L natin is 1 Henry. So, di over dt is equivalent to 48 ampere per second. So, since may di over dt na tayo, substitute natin. Substitute di over dt dito sa equation na to. Ayan. So, let us substitute. di over dt is 48. So, equals to negative 200. So, negative 200. So, gagawin natin dito, substitute natin si di over dt for us to solve for C1. So, yan. So, continue. Negative 200. So, C1, di natin alam. So, e raised to negative 200. So, yung t natin is 0. Okay, palitan ko lang to. So, 48. Okay? Then, saan na tayo? Yan. Plus 800. So, C1, di natin alam. E raised to negative 800 at t is equal to 0. So, let us solve for C1. So, again, etong portion na to, e raised to 0 is, that is 1. Also, here, e raised to 0 is 1. So, yung natira na lang is, that is 48 is equal to negative 200 C1, then plus 800 C1. So, kung titignan natin, 48 is equal to negative 200 plus 800, positive 600 C1. So, si C1, makukuha na natin siya. That is, 48 divided by 600 is 0.08. Okay? So, since alam na natin si C1, balikan na natin yung ating equation na ito. So, ating equation na to. So, dito, isubstitute na natin si C1. Okay? So, I now is equal to, that is C1 is, yan na, 0.08, and then, e raised to negative 200t. E raised to negative 200t, then, minus C1, 0.08, so, 0.08, then, e raised to negative 800t. E raised to negative 800t. So, ito na yung equation natin na pagkukunan ng value ng I at a certain t. So, dito tinatanong si I at t is equal to 2 times 10 raised to negative 3 seconds or 2 milliseconds. So, substitute natin si t at this equation. So, I is equal to 0.08 e raised to negative 200. Yung t natin is 2 times 10 raised to negative 3. Then, minus 0.08 e raised to negative 800. Then, yung t natin is 2 times 10 raised to negative 3. So, from that, masasolve na natin si I. So, let us compute. Ano yung I natin? Okay, I is equal to 37.4739 milliampere. So, don't forget the unit of measurement. Then, box your final answer. So, this one is now the instantaneous current for this given RLC circuit. Okay? So, I'm giving you an assignment. So, this will be your assignment number 4. So, again, you can submit this one next week before finals. Okay? So, this is the end of our topic for the electrical transient response. So, next week we will have a new topic. Okay, so thank you guys for your time, and you can approach me if you have any questions. So, that's it. Bye.